excuse me, Joe, I have one more question. And you're like, bruh, do you really have one more question? What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Bubbles and welcome back to another video. Today I'm here just to tell y'all what soldiers not to be while you're in the army, okay? I have about maybe 5 that I could think of, but you just don't want to be any of these people that I name, all right? Never, especially during basic training. This is what we're specifically talking about. Do you want to be a drill private? If you don't know what a drill private is, it's literally exactly what it sounds like. So you have privates, E1 through E4, they call them drill specialists, but even if you're E4, you're still a private. And that's basically when you think you are a drill sergeant. You're bossy, you're controlling, you're demanding, and you just think everybody needs to and wants to listen to what you have to say. Well, I got something to tell you, baby. They don't. Okay, so never be a drill private. If anybody ever tells you like, I drill private, like that's your cue to like pump your brakes, like you're doing way too much and you're getting people hype, okay? You just don't want to be known as a drill private. You also don't want to be known as a ROTC know-it-all. A lot of y'all are in ROTC right now or did it in high school and blah. You think you know everything about the army, which you probably do, but use your knowledge as needed. You don't want to go in there just smacking everybody with, oh, I know how to do this and this means this and da-da-da-da-da-da, and just like suffocating everybody with knowledge when nobody freaking asked you for anything that you're saying. That sounds so rude, but it's true. You don't want to be the ROTC like know-it-all, okay? So if you're an ROTC, cool, like use that weapon and just hide it in your pocket. Just put it in here, okay? Save it for later. Use it when it's needed. If it's not needed, bruh, like you're not all that in a bag of chips because you went to ROTC, bruh. You're all at basic together. You're all about to go through the same ass whooping. So just chill, okay? You also don't want to be the old person. Now, I was the old person when I went to basic because I went during summer. And usually that's when everybody graduates from high school. So they're fresh out, 17, 18 years old. When I joined, I was 22 or 23, meaning I was like the old one out of the group. What I'm trying to say about being the old person is you don't want to be that old person that's like, well, they ran a 2 mile in under 20 minutes because they're 17, 18, and I'm 30, so I'm older than them. And using your age as an excuse as to why you can't do shit. You either can do it or you can't. You probably can't do it just because you're out of shape, because I know a lot of older 30 and 40-year-olds that can outrun me and outwork out me, and I'm 26, okay? So don't use being old as an excuse to why you can't get shit done. You don't want to be that person, because then they're just like, okay, bro, you're old. Is there anything you can do? Why did you decide to join the military if everything is this hard for you? Okay, so just don't be that person. This one, ladies and gentlemen, has got to be the most popular one that people use in basic training. Does anybody want to guess the person you don't want to be in basic training that I'm about to mention? I'll wait. No. The sick call ranger. Do not be a sick call ranger. People will talk shit about you. People will look at you like you're crazy. You're gonna look weak. You're gonna be. Now, if you really do and genuinely hurt yourself, go at a sick call. But some of y'all be trying to wait till like y'all hear the night before, like, hey, we're gonna have a 4 or 5 mile run, a battalion run. Everybody's up at 04, blah, and everybody's like, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna go to sick call tomorrow and completely try to finesse the system. You don't want to be a sick call ranger. Like, it just is not a good look. I never went to sick call in basic or AIT. I went through sprained ankles. I thought I had broken a bone at one point, but I was just like, hey, bro, I'm gonna just thug it out. But it worked in my favor because since I was a PT stud and I performed hard and they saw my potential, when it did come to the times that I was hurt, my drills did not mess with me. They let me they're like, okay, yo, her knees messed up. We're not gonna make her go so hard. Or, you know what I mean? There's a balance. So if you do what you're supposed to do and kick ass, and when you do really get injured, your drills are gonna hop off. They're gonna give you some space, like the most that they can without it being noticeable. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying don't go to sick call. If you need to go to sick call because you're sick or you're hurt, whatever, go. But don't use sick call as a reason like, oh, dang, we got a battalion run, I'm not going, or what, we gotta go to or what, we gotta do combatives during PT or something. I'm not doing combatives. I'm gonna like, no, don't use sick call as an excuse. Y'all don't think people will talk smack, but you'll get back from sick call and they can be like, hey, sick call ranger, and you're gonna be getting roasted. You're gonna be mad because your feelings gonna be hurt. You're like, I'm not a sick call ranger, when in reality you are, but we don't want to call people names. So Don't do that. Last but not least, the question asker. No, that's a bad name. The stupid question. You know those people that ask questions, but it's like dumb ass questions, and it's all the time when you know that they know the answer. They're just trying to ask a question just so somebody can hear them talk. That person. You don't want to be that person. If you have a question and it's a legitimate question, then ask. But if it's a dumbass question, then you could ask your battle buddy or something. Don't interrupt a whole formation. Excuse me, drill sergeant. What is parade rest? Why are you asking the drill sergeant? Why aren't you asking your battle buddies? Like, think it through. You don't want to be that person that's always, I remember there was this one person that always raised their hand when I was in basic, and everybody was like, they're like, all right, guys, well, we're done with this meeting. We're done with this conversation. Y'all get to go to bed 30 minutes early. And then there's always that one person, excuse me, drill sergeant, I have one more question. And you're like, bruh, do you really have one more question? And then the question they ask is something that one of us could have answered for them. Because y'all know the drill. If y'all ask a drill sergeant a question, they're going to go up and to dig deep into the root of that answer. You can ask them about mail, and it's going to go all the way back to reception. When all you asked was, do we got mail today? It's going to go back to buying stand. Like, stop. Just because you want to be heard. Anyways, but that's pretty much it, you guys. Can't really think of any other people that I would not want to be at basic training. Hope this video was helpful. Don't be any of these soldiers or your ass is going to get flamed. See y'all next time.